goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hating simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And you know I got my brother with me in the building, man. The nefarious one. I'm finna Google some damn adjectives and synonyms for bad. Cause that's
Lord.
there. Hold on, cause
I thought I
out.
was getting away with it this time.
Hell no, hold on. We got a bunch of them. Hold on, I don't need for bad. Evil. That's better.
Wait a minute.
Synonyms for evil.
I just went from bad to evil that quick.
Yes. So we got the most wicked, morally wrong,
Oh
immoral, ungodly, unholy, foul, vile, ignoble, dishonorable, corrupt person I know. LandLord from Alabama.
Dishonorable is terrible. Corrupt. My God.
Oh, Jesus.
For some reason, I like all of these words though. Like them words go hard, bro. Them words go hard.
It sound like you just ain't worth a damn.
Malicious and underhanded. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't even know what this one is. This one is iniquitous. I'm like, what?
Yeah, ungodly is wild too. That boy is the worst human ever. That's why I say we gotta put the pressure on him. Like, what did I do to deserve this, bro? What did he do?
Yes.
We gotta know. We gotta know now.
The answer is yes. Like, what this man didn't do is the question. But shout out to everybody out there, man. You know, when you see the two of us together, it's Cowboys Convos coming live to your front door, man. And hey, we got a bunch to discuss, man. But y'all know, hit that like button on the way into the liquor store and the trap. Hit that share button on the way to the liquor store and the trap, man. And yeah, man, it's Saturday. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, man. We appreciate that love and support. JVB boy, VI Cowboy, we see you. Salute to y'all. Who else in the building with us, man? King G, part of the Spin Back Gang. T Foster, Splenda Poppy, Justin Kitchen in the building. Marcus McFarland, Gina Chase in the building. DP Johnson in the building. Brandon Hope, what's up with you? He said fire intro. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Goddess the Poet, a supporter. Put the thing together for us. We appreciate it.
Salute to you, Goddess the Poet. Y'all go check out her content. She do her thing over there.
Indeed. Malden, Miss Malden in the building. Salute to you. So yeah, man, we already filling up in the liquor store in the trap, man. But hey, I just got to know, man. I want to start off with something small. Because we gonna get into some deep stuff. Are you really buying this Deuce Vaughn shit?
Why you gonna ask me about Lil Legs out the gate, bro?
Because it's fun. That's why it's fun.
Okay. I wanna believe it. I want to. I just think I'm not capable of it.
My bad. I tweaked out on that one. My apologies. But continue, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just don't think I'm capable of it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be optimistic about Deuce, but I promise you, ever since I seen this man in real life, bro, with those very minuscule, those very small legs, bro, like, I just can't believe it. I gotta see it in motion. I gotta see it in action. You know what I'm saying? Until I see him do this stuff on the NFL field, that's when I have to just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm wrong, but like I promise y'all, it's indescribable. Like you have to see him in person to feel the way I feel. Like everybody can tell you he's small. You know his measurements. Everybody can tell you this, but until the day you see him in person, bro.
Man.
That's when it changes, bro. That's when it changes.
LandLord trying to say he's seen pit bull puppies bigger than Deuce Vaughn.
Man.
And that's wild. But you know what else trips me out about this? It's not that I believe that he lined up as slot receiver. I also believe I heard this same thing about Tony Pollard like 3 years in a row at OTAs, and we never actually seen it in a live game atmosphere. So they can do whatever they want to do in OTAs when it doesn't really translate. But
was that Tony Pollard tease at slot? Was that last year or year before last? I'm feeling like it was year before last.
All of them.
They did it last year too?
They did it last year, and the year before that. It was like either 2 or 3 years in a row.
So I'm gonna have to get on Mike McCarthy's ass too, cause Mike did a lot of stuff that we wanted. He just didn't give us like no full dosages of it. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of stuff that we was looking for though. Like he actually involved Turpin. You know what I'm saying? We never had Turpin involved with Kellen Moore, bro. He did nothing with Turpin. So you at least actually seen Turpin going out on routes, catching touchdowns, doing reverses in the backfield. He incorporated Turpin, but just not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Just not enough. We wanted more of that. So I was about to give Mike McCarthy the benefit of the doubt if that wasn't him. But if it happened last year, Mike, we on your ass too, bro. We watching you too. So don't play with us. Give it to it for real.
The only thing, yeah, no deal.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't say no words these days. Unlimited pauses for the rest of the show. Okay.
Unlimited pauses in effect.
Unlimited no ditties. Okay.
Indeed, man. I was just gonna say the only saving grace, only thing I'll give Mike McCarthy is Tony Pollard was coming off of a major injury, so that might be the one thing he might not have been able to handle being the primary running back and the additional. I'll give him that for that. And the other years were Kellen Moore.
No, Eddie is wild. Who Eddie? Who?
Eddie Winslow. You know,
yeah, he was. Man. Yeah. Okay.
Tweaking.
Okay.
And this is another thing.
I got you. We here with it. You know what I'm saying? We can't. It's certain things we can't say.
Isnay on the Isnay.
Isnay on the
monetization day.
You know? I'm talking about no pay. Isnay monetization day on the no pay.
Over with. But hey, I was gonna say this though, man. Like, why do we care about Deuce Vaughn playing slot receiver? Because last time I checked, your number one wide receiver, who is CeeDee Lamb, plays the majority of his snaps at the slot. And then before you ever get to Deuce Vaughn playing slot, I would rather see Cavante Turpin take those slot reps. I'd probably rather see Jalen Tolbert play as a big slot before I see little Deuce Vaughn run out there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I would rather the slot reps go to the guys that can make more plays for me.
You right, bro. I just said the same thing on my show. I said I'd rather see Turpin. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see Turpin than anything you would use Deuce for. I'd rather see Turpin. Like anything you would use him for. Like I would even Look, I would even take Turpin as a running back. I'd rather see him as a running back over seeing Deuce. Because Turpin is more explosive. He's more explosive. He's faster. He's more electric. Like, just give everything you would try to get a Deuce to Turpin. I'd be happy with that. So, like, why would you be taking... Hopefully, you're not taking the little snaps that Turpin do away from him. You know what I'm saying? So, you will be taking those snaps for Deuce from somebody. So, just... If you're going to take snaps from anybody and give them the Deuce, why not just give them the Turpin? You know what I'm saying? Give them the Turpin, bro.
I'm gonna also say it like this, man. Like, Turpin didn't even get on the field last year. So where are these reps coming from? Like, listen, I already told you that I ain't that high on Rico, but I also don't think that Deuce Vaughn is better than Rico. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't.
When he getting on the field to even have these opportunities, because you just can't come in when it's time to throw the ball if you're a running back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, dog.
But I said this. I came to a realization that it is it's room for his skill set though. So it look like we finna get force fed. You see what I'm saying? Because all the other running backs are pretty much of the same ilk for real when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Does Rico run more like Zeke or more like Tony?
Closer to Zeke.
You see what I'm saying? He's closer to Zeke. Do Royce Freeman run closer to Zeke or Tony?
Royce Freeman run close to Zeke.
You see what I'm saying? Who else? You know what I'm saying? All the running backs would pretty much, if you was consolidating our running backs, you would put most of them in the Zeke cabinet. You know what I'm saying? In the Zeke pile. They'll be on that side. So we don't have a real true change of pace back. So even though Deuce ain't electric or super fast like that, he still would be considered a change of pace from those skill sets. And then you'll have somebody like Nathaniel Pete. He'll be a change of pace. So them the only two people over here on the other side.
And I'm not gonna count nobody that's an undrafted free agent that ain't made the team yet. You know
But I'm saying you right, but I'm saying like it still put a little more value on him if you don't got that skill set, right?
Listen, just because I ain't got the skill set don't mean I play somebody that's not good because they got a different skill. He gotta be good enough to even get on the field.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I need the skill set. I just don't need it from your ass. You know what I mean? Hey, also my brother asked, does Brandon Cook play the slot? No.
He should. He gets slot reps, but he should.
Not many at all. He is an outside receiver who is a speed receiver, or he was a speed receiver while he was young. At this point, he is not that guy. You know, he's still
Tober
fast.
might go crazy on the outside though.
I mean, that's Tober's job. He's 6'2".
Tober might need to be on the outside and put Brandon Cooks in the middle, in the slot.
Stop forcing people to play slot just because they're short, LandLord. It's not how it works.
It is though.
It's not.
It really is. Like it's one of them. It's one of the attributes, right?
No.
It is. Being short is more of one of the attributes to a slot receiver.
Tell that to Cooper Kupp.
How tall is Cooper? 6'2"?
6'3".
I mean, but one of the other ones.
Tell that to CD Lamb.
I said it's one of them. It ain't the only one, right? I'm saying, okay, look.
The most important thing to play in the slot is your ability to run routes.
I was just about to say, the other one is they craftiness, they footwork. The people that you named, they crafted and they got footwork. CD Lamb, he crafted with footwork.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp crafted with footwork.
Is Brandon Cooks a route runner?
No, but okay. But look, I still think he'll be more effective in the slot though, because you could do seam routes with him and out the slot instead of trying to throw it out wide. We didn't succeed with those passes all year last year messing with Brandon Cooks and Dak. That didn't work. Think about it. How many deep balls Dak threw to Brandon Cooks on the outside the numbers? That didn't happen, bro. It might have happened once.
A couple.
Go to it. Pull it up. It don't work.
That is a low percentage play.
It don't work, bro. So I would trust Dak throwing it to him up the seam more than outside the numbers.
I got a guy for the seams, though. His name Dallas that though. Show his name Jake first.
True. But it's another scene, man. Quit being stingy. You real stingy with that slot area. You like CD here. CD be outside too,
I don't
bro.
want nobody worse than what I got playing there.
He ain't be like, nope. He pie facing everything that come in the slot. Nope.
Yeah, like nah.
He's the slot defender.
Yeah, don't show me, man. Don't show me that we got Jesus at slot receiver, then try to show me one of the 12 disciples. I don't care about that no more. Like we got him.
But he ain't gonna stay there the whole time though. He's not gonna be there 100% of the time.
He gonna be there.
Maybe 60, 70 though.
Yes. It's like he's there so much it doesn't really matter. He said HDN don't like nothing. That's not true. Don't do that to me. He said he ain't out here playing slot.
Oh my life, hey kids, he ain't playing with that. Like he ain't letting none of that get past the slot, bro. He ain't playing.
I ain't gave up a touchdown yet.
At all. It ain't happening messing with him, bro. I promise.
Listen, you gotta protect the golden goose. Right now, it benefits me more to let CeeDee Lamb get a majority of the slot reps. But who the fuck is gonna go to the slot and guard him? Imagine your best corner is a boundary corner. He's not even comfortable playing in the slot.
Most of these corners, even the dynamic ones, even the ones that who names you know, they're not traveling much these days. Cause like, not to say that they're not capable. One thing people forget about a traveling corner, everybody else got to travel too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you. Like Sauce might be able to travel, but all the other guys got to travel too. Like they got to move too. If you put Sauce in the slot, now somebody got to go out here, you know what I'm saying, and play boundary corner or outside corner. They got to do that too. So it makes the whole defense shift. Everybody got to move. You know what I'm saying? So that's an issue. So most defenses, like, we rather just match up where we can match up at. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna hide your number one receiver, then we'll just have to deal with it. You see what I'm saying?
Indeed. And hey, Tariq, appreciate you for letting me know. I forget to check it every time, but some reason my computer resets the volume to 8 on the damn program every time I get on here. So thank you for letting me know the volume was slightly low. Hey, shout out to Jasmine in the building. Salute to you. My boy Azteca Aguala on this mug. What's with us, man? What's up with you? What's up,
salute,
HTM,
salute.
LandLord, everyone in the chat. CD is a great slot receiver. That's why we need to find an X and a Y. See, my boy, we don't always agree on stuff, but when somebody says something that you really agree with, you just got to stand on that. And LandLord, weren't we trying to get us an outside corner this entire time, my boy?
Outside receiver, yes we were.
Outside receiver the entire draft.
Now, I ain't going to disrespect CD like that because I seen CD get busy on the outside too, believe it or not. He do that against top corners. So,
he can do everything.
Yeah, don't feed into the Philadelphia narrative now because they try to say he's just a slot guy. But I'm telling you, CD get busy all around the field. He just, do a lot more damage in the slot. That's what we like to use him at. But, like, no lie, that's what the whole premise was what we was discussing in the draft. Like, bro, we need skill sets. Like, wide receivers should be people who fit all these different skill sets. Like, you might need your short burner that's going to take the top off the defense. You need that kind of skill set in your wide receiver room. You need a big-time catch radius, possession type receiver. This is like traditionally. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's different skill sets. It's different ways to view it these days. But traditionally, you'll want at least a big-time possession receiver who got a big catch radius. Then you'll need a burner guy that take the top off. What else? Then you'll need a guy that do pretty much both of them. You know what I'm saying? That's your 3 receivers right there. Like the hybrid guy. Think about when we had T.O. We had T.O. Then we had, who was the other receiver? Was it Terrence Williams?
Patrick Craig.
Patrick Craig was like a do-it-all guy. He was a fast guy. You know what I'm saying? So you need all of those different tools in your wide receiving core. So we don't have that. We literally don't have that. We have CeeDee Lamb. Well, we don't know we don't know what we have, actually. You know what I'm saying? We really don't know yet. But, yeah, it's more we don't know what we have. That's a problem, too.
Always a problem.
If you don't know what you got, that's a problem, too. You know what I'm saying? You know what the problem is, but you don't know if you got the tools to fix it. So we got to see what happens.
Also, man, Miles Austin was on the team. He got on the team in 2006, but he didn't turn to Miles Austin to 2009 because like he didn't have a single yard in 06. He only had 76 yards in 07. He only had 278 in 2008. So he didn't really play a factor in those years when Terrell Owens was here.
Oh, okay. But if you look at all the good receiving cores, just like look at San Francisco. You got Debo, he the big possession type guy. Brandon Ayuk, a crafty route running guy. That's explosive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got different, your receivers supposed to complement each other, not clash. That's why a lot of times when people were saying we was gonna go after D-Hop and stuff, I'm like, well, we got CeeDee Lamb. That was been more of a clash opposed to something that's complementary. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even though we're not the world's biggest lovers of Brandon Cooks, at least his skill set complements what CeeDee Lamb
It does complement him. I say that, yeah. It complements him, but we just need him to intensify a little more. Yeah.
Need a better version, maybe a younger version, but it's not bad. You know,
and we still missing a possession type receiver.
Yeah.
A catch radius guy. We still missing him.
Like a catch radius guy, I say that. Because, you know, CeeDee Lamb, if he's working the slot, then Brandon Cook's supposed to be the guy to take the top off, hold your red zone threat outside of the tight end.
You got to do red zone threat stuff with CD. And remember how many wasted snaps I just got pissed off on my show about for Michael Gallup. And Dak used to be shooting at him too. I wonder how many incompletions he had with him. Bro, real talk. Dak used to be shooting at Michael Gallup. He was trying, bro. He used to be trying to put it in the spot and let Michael Gallup go get it. That is not the skill set that we have. You see what I'm saying? We don't have that skill set. At least have that skill set in the red zone. We throwing 50-50 passes to Brandon Cooks. And that was actually one of his best areas he did last season. Weirdly enough, he was catching them balls in the back of the end zone. And then you had CD. We make CD one of those guys because he can catch the ball so well. We make him a possession guy. We make him a 50-50 guy. So I don't know, man. We just don't want to do right with the receiving core. But we sit back and blame everything for that when he don't even really got the real tools or the right tools at this point. Now, we do have Jake Ferguson as a possession guy. Jake Ferguson, that kind of guy. But, you know, he's still coming into his own, Clebo. Because, look, it was moments in last year where Jake probably should have caught some of them balls now. Real talk. We can go back and look at them. Down the seam. Dak put it perfectly in his hand. And he just went him yet. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully this year, we don't see too many of those moments. Because, like, of course, we seen Dak miss them too, but I seen a couple of moments where it was like, Jake got to get that. Schoon dropped a couple of passes in a moment like that, like Dak hitting him. I'm talking about threading the needle down the seam, and he just don't come up with the catch. So, like, we need those possession type guys. Hopefully Ferguson, that'll be the next step he could take. It was interesting. Did you hear what Ferg was saying that he need to improve on?
I ain't heard nothing. I heard this though. He said,
man, see, look,
Lord, he was catching what?
Listen, bro, listen.
Catching what?
I said early in the show, unlimited no ditties. Remember? You know what I'm saying? We can't look. It's so difficult to be you gonna podcast for an hour. You know you can make anything fit in that category if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, fit in what category? Like, you can do that all day. So leave me alone.
Flip from Texas. I hate that we have that thought process about people have enough. Like, where would the Dallas Cowboys weapons rank in the NFC when you compare them against these other teams? And you compare the weapons that we have to the 49ers, to the Eagles, to the Houston Texans, to the Miami Dolphins, and all these other teams. Do the Dallas Cowboys even crack the top 10 when you look at weapons?
All that felt like just gut punches. We ain't nowhere near them boys, man. We ain't nowhere near them boys. Now, our number one is number one.
Then they're number one, yeah. Our number one
but
is better
going
than
down the line, Cooks ain't horrible, y'all. He's not. But is he Devontae Smith? Is he?
Hold on. He said
is he
compared them
Jalen
to the
Waddle?
Chiefs. They got a Hall of Fame tight end. They went out and invested in wide receivers with second round picks, and they also have the best defense in the National Football League. You can get away with not having weapons when you have the best defense. The Dallas Cowboys defense gave up 28 points per game when they played teams with winning records. If your defense be getting 30 ball, you need to be able to get into a shootout. So they don't even count. By the way, you brought up the Chiefs. The Chiefs did not win a single game this year where they gave up 25 points. So that's how good their defense was.
And they only talk about the offense and what he didn't have at wide receiver. But listen, the real truth is they was winning those games defensively. Did you just hear what the young man just said? They didn't win a game when they scored how much?
25.
Don't that sound like a defensive game to you?
Team got to 25 points. It was over with for the Chiefs.
Don't that sound like a defensive game? That's a defensive game, right? Yep. Especially these days.
And the only thing that surprised me about the Chiefs defense, they were a worse run defense during the regular season than us, but they put that shit together. Yeah.
Chris Jones he was a madman in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Look, then Pat was throwing interceptions. Lamar was throwing interceptions. Like, bro, it's the defense was giving them extra chances. That defense wasn't giving him a chance or an extra chance, let alone an extra chance. They wouldn't even give him a chance. Like, bro, I was mad at Dak just like y'all for throwing them interceptions. Wish he never did it. Mad he did it, and that's on him. But at the same time, I seen Lamar do the same thing. I seen Pat do the same thing. Guess what their defense did? Not give up a point. They didn't give up nothing. Not a touchdown, not a field goal. They gave up nothing. So it's a difference, bro. Like, just because Dak threw up an interception, one of them he gave up 7, so that's on Dak. But just because you give up an interception, that don't mean it's automatic points right there.
Well,
your defense got to do something.
Flip, we are talking about weapons, but you can't use the Chiefs winning a Super Bowl and point to their weapons and not give the whole picture of why they happened. Like, you got to account for that when you're talking about that. The Chiefs were able to get away with that because they had a defense to cover for them. And when we talk about it, their offense was bad for like 3/4 of the damn season.
Yeah, he said we talking about weapons, but you got to talk about it. If you talking about their weapons, what was their offense doing? Their offense wasn't even one of the best in the league like that, according to him, if they ain't scoring over 25 points.
Shout out to Justin Kitchen for the $10 cash app, by the way, man. They got
Salute,
you 2
man.
more raffle entries for the Dallas Cowboys jersey. I appreciate you.
Salute to you, Mr. Kitchens.
But hold on. Let me get this out there real quick before I forget my train of thought. It's not the point of, listen, good and well right now, your defense is probably going to be about the same, my boy. You hoping that you're going to be better against the run or something, but you got most of the same players. Hopefully Trayvon Diggs being there makes a difference, but it's not realistic to expect that your defense is just going to go from giving up 28 points per game against good teams to hold them to 10. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yes, I need another weapon at this point.
Salute to Justin on my end, too. Appreciate you, man. But that's some trill stuff. But yeah, it's the same thing, bro. Like I think that's fair. Like, Flip, you right. It's different. Like, okay, if we're not gonna feature the offense, Flip, we gotta feature the defense. And can we do that? Do you think your defense is as good as the Chiefs was?
No.
I hate to tell you they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I wish they were. I promise we would have went further in the playoffs for sure. But they went them, bro. Like, Snead didn't give up a touchdown to the playoffs, man. Do y'all know how dope that is? This man didn't give up a touchdown all year, 17 games.
And then he had another corner on his team.
This dude ridiculous.
And made an all-pro selection.
This dude ridiculous. No touchdowns the whole 17-game season. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, shout out to Brandon Hoke for the 499 for your mind. They got
Salute.
You a raffle entry as well. He said, good show, fellas. Which one of these scenarios can you see happening? Jalen Tolbert, 600 to 800 yards, 5 touchdowns, or Brandon Cooks, 800 yards to 1,000 yards, and 7 touchdowns. I can see Brandon Cooks having 800 yards this season if you expect the offense to start off faster than it did.
I can see the Cooks one too, surprisingly.
Because listen, let's just do the simple math on 800 yards. Remember, 1,000 yards in a 17-game season is not really
It's
that
not
much
even
anymore.
that impressive no more.
So let's just do some quick math on 800 yards. So I'm gonna just do the bare minimum, the 800 yards. I'm gonna do 800 divided by 17. That's gonna get you 47 yards a game. That's it. 47 yards a game will get him to 800 yards on the season.
I don't want to talk about Brandon Cooks, man. I hope he go crazy this year. Don't get me started on it. I'm straight. Let's talk about something else.
I'm just saying though, bro. Like, it's not.
I think he gonna do better. I swear to God, I do. I think he gonna be better than last year. How much better is my issue? I don't know how much better. You know what I'm saying? He might just be a little bit better. I feel like we need to be a lot bit better. But hopefully he can do that. I don't know.
He said we don't have Chris Jones. He said our defense is close. Shit. Where? So listen.
Who said that? Oh,
my boy Flip. I love Flip too, because Flip is very optimistic. You know,
I hope he can convince me. I ain't saying we just horrible, bro, but like I don't even know if it's the personnel. It could be just the scheme. It could be the scheme.
It could have been the scheme.
So we could be closer than we think. I hope so, but I just don't like the characteristics we show. Right? Can we agree that we show some characteristics that's not gonna, have you feeling too great about this defense going forward? Like going to big games and getting toe up, quitting. You know what I'm saying? Getting blown out by a young offense. You can't be too optimistic about that part. Now we can say it was coaching because I believe Dan quit. Dan the man ran away with our defense to go to Washington, but that's still the players had something to do with it too, though. I can't just say it's all him.
Okay, listen, I know it was rough, but Dan Quinn did not call no play to say, hey, leave the tight end wide open.
Leave him wide open right now.
Wide open. So, yeah.
That was brutal, man. I still ain't over that game, bro. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. That was brutal, bro. I don't even want to talk about that shit. Pissed me off. Like, do y'all know how confident I was in the Cowboys, man? Like, we can call West Coast right now. I told West, I said, he was like, you coming to Dallas? You coming to Dallas for the game? I was like, nah, I'm gonna come next week. I was certain that we was gonna be there next week, bro. Right? That's how confident I was. I was like, bro, I'll see you next week. I'm gonna catch a flight out there next week. I ain't gonna make this week.
Hold on. DR football. The defense gave up a touchdown before Dak and the offense got on the field. I ain't getting no grown ass professional that makes over $1 million. No excuse. They were down. Fuck they feelings. They better get out there and they better get out there, bitch, and win. We were just sitting on here discussing how Warren Moon was on the losing side of one of the biggest playoff comebacks in the league history. His team was up 30-something points and they still lost. Yikes. So I don't want to hear that. Like teams that go to Super Bowls and win championships and got that grit and that medal, they don't quit. They don't get gassed. They make a way. When Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl, he threw 3 damn picks in the first game, and they still won. When Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he threw 3 interceptions in the NFC Championship game, and they still won. Matter of fact, Peyton Manning, that entire Super Bowl run, 3 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. 3 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Nobody remembers that shit because he won Super Bowl MVP, but he was fucking awful. Fucking awful. And that's what I be saying about these folks talking about just the quarterback. If your team can't win when your quarterback plays bad, you ain't like that. How many times did Jimmy Garoppolo have good playoff games and they actually won? Never.
How many times Dak had a bad game and we won?
Man, never. Matter of fact, how many times just bear with me. How many times has Dak Prescott outplayed the quarterback on the other team and we still lost? Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do shit against us. You remember that, right? Jimmy Garoppolo ain't do a goddamn thing. Jared Goff ain't do a damn thing but hand the football off to them 2 running backs. And we sitting here looking at Dak like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So that just says a lot, bro. That's why I told you a lot of the casual fans tend to take the low-hanging fruit because they like Dak played bad equals loss. Dak played good equals win. So in their head, it's just like, it's Dak's fault. You see what I'm saying? It's the quarterback fault because that's what they see. But it just shows you that this is a team sport, and if he's not playing well, we don't have the firepower or the good enough team to still win outside of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. We seen these other teams carry their quarterback a little bit, at least a game or so.
A game, a quarter.
At least a game or so.
Give me something.
Man, look, we need to go look at that. Can you pull that up here? We could just go to last season or the last 2 seasons. Show the games that Dak played bad. I guarantee you it's a loss. And the games he played good, more than likely it's a win or it was a close loss.
And flip, you need both, my boys. It's not really a need either or. You have deficiencies on your defense. You have deficiencies on your offense. You'll be foolish to ignore either one. But my point is, you up here talking about we just need to fix the defense. Your offense needs help too, especially if you don't fix your defense. Because right now, your defense ain't good enough to carry you. So if you can't rely on your defense. You can't
fix your defense to the degree where you don't need receivers right now. Yeah, you can't do that because you ain't got no defensive tackle. And then you running with a whole new linebacking core. You see what I'm saying?
To an extent.
A whole new defense. We really need to invest a little more in the offense just in case the defense starts slow. Honestly.
And we're not. And listen, as late as it is in the season, we really ain't going to improve either one of them to the extent that we want to. Like, what wide receiver could we bring in right now? Nobody. What defensive tackle can we really bring in outside of Calais Campbell? And y'all don't even like him because he's older Methuselah.
I want him over here.
I still take him because listen, Vegas can't be. I'm done with y'all, man.
We can't even talk, bro.
That was a good show, man.
We can't talk, man. I'm sorry, like, hey, no Diddy. But I want him on my team, okay? Well, I guess you got to be very specific about what you say. You can't just say something and then just, you know what I'm saying, leave it to interpretation. You got to be specific. I want Calais Campbell on my football team, okay? That's what I mean.
No, Cooks does not get a top corner and double. Not
number one receiver. Well, in Dallas.
Not in Dallas, but he's been a number one before. But
I mean, I'm thinking about what he talking about now or in.
I'm trying to.
Oh, he said wasn't. That's in the past then.
Yeah.
Well, it could be the past season. I don't know.
Yeah, but not at this point in his career. Not at this point in his career. But yeah, man, he said 1 touchdown, 2, and yeah, Jared Goff ain't do shit his entire Super Bowl run either. I was just talking about that like a week ago.
And they give them quarterbacks credit for winning those games like they just went phenomenal. Like they just went crazy. And then they dog the quarterbacks for not winning the game. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And that's not the only thing that matters.
I would take either one of these guys, though. Linval Joseph, Raheem Rochez Nunez, I take them. Because they better than what the hell I got.
Facts.
A couple of defensive tackles get cut. I'd be down for that.
But,
speaking of...
Go ahead. You good.
Okay, I was just finna say, man, we were talking about roster building and shit. You remember the conversation we had about the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah, the very depressing conversation, yeah.
Okay, so I'll pop it off, man.
Go ahead.
So I am a diehard Dallas Mavericks fan. Y'all may not know this. You know, the stereotype is I would be a Lakers fan. You're wrong, motherfucker. You're wrong. But hold on. Let me get King G, my boy B Bird in here. Let me get his super chat real quick.
Salute.
He hit you with a 5-piece, man. He said KC, San Francisco, Detroit, and Baltimore ran the ball and stopped the run better than us. Dak's number hopefully will go down to us running the ball more this year. If we're good at running the ball, then they'll do it. If not, Mike McCarthy gonna air that bitch out.
Mike gonna abandon that run so quick, make your head spin.
Like, well, I tried that.
But look though, that's one thing to be optimistic about, B Bird, and it's gonna be quick. Dak accomplished all that good play he did last year, got us to 12-5, and I never felt confident in my run game the whole year. So if I can get a run game and pair that with Dak playing on that level, we could be a dangerous football team.
I agree. Now, what I was finna say about my Mavericks, man, they actually went out here and made vital moves to get to where they at. So, you know, they showed this graphic and it sort of pissed me off, right? They were talking about the Dallas Cowboys not doing shit, and everybody else in the city of Dallas, in the Dallas area, they is having a grand old time. So the Dallas Mavericks, of course, they went to the finals this year. We're at the finals right now. The Stars in the conference finals. Rangers won the damn championship, right? They just won the damn championship. And then they got the 28 years for the Dallas Cowboys, because that's how long it's been since we were able to get over the hump. But what I be trying to tell people, the Dallas Cowboys ain't been making no Dallas Mavericks moves. I'm gonna ask y'all again, like I asked y'all on my show last night. When was the last time the Dallas Cowboys brought in a player the caliber of a Kyrie Irving like the Dallas Mavericks did? And I want y'all to remember, if you're not really big in basketball, Kyrie Irving is considered a top 75 player all time. He's already won a championship, all NBA and all that other stuff. Right? Am I not mistaken? So when was the last time the Dallas Cowboys brought in a damn player of that magnitude for us? When was the last time they did that? Then,
what, Roy Williams or some shit?
right? Then, when was the last time the Dallas Cowboys brought somebody in, you know, in the offseason, saw they made a mistake and got rid of their ass the same season?
We'll never do that.
Because my Mavericks brought in old buddy from Boston. It was not working, and we traded his ass mid-season to get P.J. Washington, who's a starter on our team, right?
Yeah.
Traded for my boy Daniel Gafford from El Dorado, Arkansas, and he been starting on the team as a starting center. When was the last time the Dallas Cowboys looked at their team and said, damn, we ain't good enough, even though we made these moves. Let's do a little bit extra.
The only time we did that was with Coop, and we didn't have nothing to build with. We needed something to start with, so that's still like the same thing.
It definitely ain't.
We was failing. We was failing to the degree where we needed some help or hope, and we got Amari. We didn't. When the last time we was looking decent or good or like a contender, and we went and still made a bold move of that degree?
Never. Because think of, like you said, we traded for Amari Cooper, and we didn't have no other wide receivers. We didn't have no other wide receivers to add to that.
We had Rick and Michael Gallup and some dudes.
Allen Hurns, Deontay Thompson. My boy says T.O. It might be T.O. It might have been T.O.
T.O. might be the equivalent to Kyrie. I might give you that one.
And you know what's crazy? This ain't the first time the Dallas Mavericks have tried to get over the hump. It's just the first time in recent history that it worked. Because we went out there when Dirk Nowitzki was still here. We traded away a bunch of players and stuff to get Rajon Rondo in the building. Didn't work. Cool. Fine. F it. We had Luka Doncic. He didn't have a running mate. So guess what we did? We brought in Kristaps Porzingis, who will play against in the finals, by the way. We brought him in. It didn't work. Okay, F it. We blew it up. Right? We ended up getting Jalen Brunson. That didn't work. Swapped him out for Kyrie Irving. That wasn't good enough still. So we traded for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington to complete the roster. That's what I'm saying. It's not like this shit happened overnight. It's been a cumulative effort of years and years and years and years of shooting your shot. The Dallas Cowboys ain't even took a damn jump shot yet.
You see, it took time for them to get to something that worked. The Cowboys would have did one of those moves and would have been like, "What? See there? We tried. That's all we got." Like that's the end of it. No, you're supposed to keep trying until you succeed. Right? Why Jerry act like he don't know that and he came a self-made millionaire or whatever, billionaire? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to keep trying until you succeed, bro. And look, that right there alone lets you know what their motivation is. They try until we stop criticizing. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, well, we done. They don't try until it don't work. I mean, they don't try until they get enough until it works. They try until we stop complaining.
Yeah, he said, Mavs ain't won shit yet. Ah, man, we finna win this motherfucker, my boy.
That's the truth, though. That is the truth. I'm with him when he right. It ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't over, but that fat bitch done sung a couple notes. Hey, shout out to B-Bird for the $2 super chat, man. He said, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Mavs GM can be fired. Man, we done swapped out coaches. Rick Carlisle won a championship with Dallas, and he ain't the head coach no more. We got Jason Kidd on the as the head coach at this point, man. So like, hell, there is a standard that has to be upheld to keep your job, right? Just like I'm sure, you know, the manager for the Rangers can be fired, right? Just like I'm sure the head guy over there, the GM for the Stars, can be fired. They have pressure to compete and try to build teams and shoot their shot and take these calculated risks to get over the top. You know
another thing, like you said, you need to be able to not only make moves at the beginning of the year, not only be humble enough to correct yourself when you make a move that's not right. You need to be able to do all of those things. And then on top of that, you need to be, during the season, when you see your team looking like a contender, you still need to be like, oh, baby, if I fix this little flaw, we'll be perfect enough to go win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You still need to be trying to improve even on your way up. What players that we acquire, a real player that started during our run last year?
Nobody.
Excuse me. We got the little linebacker dude, and they ain't even play him. That just let you know they didn't really go get nobody. And look, time out. This right here finna tell it all here. My God. The Mavericks seen, even on they run when they was doing good, right? They seen they had flaws. What they do? They go fix them. Mm-hmm. They knew they was a contender. They like, ooh, if I do this, we'll be better. If I do this, we'll be better. Bruh, we was contenders. It was obvious. Everybody in this chat, in my chat and in your chat, we all know what the problems was on this team. Why did the Joneses not try to fix nothing, bro? Think about it. We know the problems on this team. During our playoff run, why they ain't try to fix nothing? Why didn't we go acquire no defensive tackles? Why didn't we go get no linebackers? Why didn't we do this during the run? We supposed to been trying to do something.
LandLord, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a very simple question. Do you recall there's 2 future Hall of Famers that wanted to play for the Dallas Cowboys recently, right?
Yes, I do.
Derrick Henry, who has a relationship with Dak Prescott, they have the same manager. They do events in Dallas all the time together. They like each other. He lives in Dallas, trains in Dallas, and he said out his mouth he wouldn't have mind coming to Dallas. But they never picked up the phone and called him, so he went and got his bag in Boston, and he's playing with the guy who did not deserve the MVP this year. Then we have future Hall of Famer. What's his name? I think you remember his name. He's a linebacker. He played for Seattle.
Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner. Yeah. Legendary Bobby Wagner.
Legendary Bobby Wagner. He said that him and Dan Quinn tried to reunite in Dallas multiple times. He did an interview. He said that him and Dan Quinn tried to reunite in Dallas multiple times, and the Dallas Cowboys front office shot that shit down, like expeditiously. They shot that, crashed and burned those little hopes and dreams.
And so soon as Dan Quinn left here, he went and got Bobby Wagner.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all is you had a need for a running back and a future Hall of Fame running back who just had 1,100 yards wanted to come here. You ain't pick up the phone and call him because you said we don't want to invest that much to the running back market. You have a future Hall of Fame linebacker who wanted to come and play with the guy he won a ring with and help establish him in the league. And you said no, even though you needed linebacker help. Right? So this is what I'm saying, dog. When you have guys of that ilk that want to play for you, you signed them. That's common sense. Why are you trying to be overtly cheap at positions that aren't even expensive? Even the most expensive running back does not cost what a mid-level offensive lineman does. Even the most expensive linebacker, well, I'm gonna say this: Bobby Wagner ain't been playing for no damn money at all these last couple of years. And
he was an All-Pro last year, though.
Last 2-3 years, if I'm not mistaken.
And we still didn't interest us.
We like our guys, yep. We like our guys.
And look, now we got a whole new linebacking core. Do you see how stupid that is, bro? Do you not see how stupid that is? It's not crazy. It's not weird. It's stupid. Like, we just passed up on Bobby Wagner, and now the very next year, we got a whole new linebacking core. Do you see how dumb that is?
You said, is Wagner better than Kendricks? Hey, baby boy.
Yes.
Jay.
He is.
Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, Paul. Wagner is better than Kendricks. Yes. For sure.
Yes, he is.
Kendricks, I like Kendricks, but he ain't no Bobby Wagner, bro.
And I also say Kendricks is better than what we had. So I'm
Kendricks is better than what we had last year.
We improved our team by getting a Kendricks.
But why do those two things align with each other? The fact that we passed up on Bobby Wagner, but the very next year we got a whole new linebacking core.
Because you needed a damn linebacker when you passed him up.
You see why I asked the question that way? Those two things can't be true, bro. It just can't.
They shouldn't be true. That shit occurred. We passed up on
It's not true though. We see it was a lie. They just didn't do it. That's all it was.
Yeah, they fucked up. But they did what they did though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they did it incorrectly. That's what we know.
Let me ask you a question, because we be caught up on reasons. Like, cause and effect is, if you get shot, does it really matter if the dude that shot you was aiming at you or he was trying to hit your partner? Your ass still shot.
I'm still shot. Yeah, the end result is what matters the most. You right.
Matter, and they butchered this shit.
That's why they say possession is 9/10 of the law. The end result was you had it, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who gave it to you, where it came from, but the end of the result is you the one had it. So you got to deal with it.
I'm so hurt, dog. I don't even know how to feel.
What?
I'm just talking about all these good players we could have had.
Yeah.
But thank God for the Dallas Mavericks.
I don't want to say all that, but I am being an honorary member. Go Mavericks a little bit. Go Mavericks a little bit.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner can't cover no more, but that's not really why you need Bobby. You need Bobby to help you stop the run, which you failed at.
Yeah, I don't know. That junk just made me sad though. Not gonna lie. They just sat up there and seen our flaws and was like, "Screw it, let's see what happens." Other teams like, "Oh, we can fix that. We can fix that. We can fix that." Oh, it didn't fix. Even though we tried something, it didn't fix. Let's fix it another way. Let's try this way. Oh, let's try this way. On the road to the playoffs, they doing all of this. But us, we just like, let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens.
Indeed, man, indeed.
And you know what our motto is. Dak got enough. He got enough talent. You know what I'm saying? We got enough. We got that at home. That's what the Cowboys motto is. Opposed to trying to fill it in other areas. Instead of going to get free agents, we just say we got undrafted free agents. It's the same thing. They free agents, right? That's what Steven Jones said. We need free agents, like real players, proven players. They like, hey, we got this undrafted free agent over here. It's the same thing, same difference. Just like when your mama used to try to go get some shoes, and you be like, I want those Jordans, and she be like, these some shoes too. they the same thing. They cover your feet. Like, nah, mama, that ain't gonna get it.
He said, Stephen Jones said, listen, Stephen Jones be pissing me off because what he said is true. And it made me know he know what the hell is going on.
He's aware. He's not ignorant to the point where he don't know he should be acquiring players. So it makes you even madder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that player acquisition is 365 days a year, but you just don't practice it. That's the problem here.
They piss me off, my boy. Them your people though, man.
I don't even know how I became a fan, bro. It's crazy. I was born this way. It's sad.
Me too. The reason why Bobby Wagner didn't come was because, yeah, exactly. Because listen, the defensive coordinator wanted him.
How he's not there.
Whoever controls the purse, Yeah, whoever controls the purse in Dallas,
Facts.
the reason why he
Easy.
ain't here.
Simple equation right there.
Very simple. Hey, shout out to my boy Sam Broom Fragrances, man. I appreciate you for the love. My boy sent out a microphone for the calls, man. So I appreciate you for rocking with the liquor store.
That's
way you
what's
have,
up.
man. Thank you for supporting and supporting the content, my brother. He said landlord mama told you Jordan.
No, Jordache. See, you ain't even culture. You don't know Jordache? That's that old brand. He said Jordache and Jordans is the same thing.
Man,
the Jordache jeans.
Oh.
Hell no. Mama. They spelt similar, but come on now.
So what move would make y'all excited about the season?
I think the move is no more moves, I don't think. You could trade. Okay, you could trade for somebody.
It would have to be a trade to bring somebody in. It doesn't even matter what side
We
of the ball
need both
it is
of
at
them.
this point. If you trade for a wide receiver or you trade for an offensive line help or something, I'd be down with that. You trade for a defensive tackle to help secure the middle of this defense, or you trade for another linebacker, like that would make me feel better. At least you're fucking trying. Because you done let all kinds of good talent just walk on the open market, sitting on your hands, playing stupid with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb's contracts. Because you remember, you could have cleared more cap space giving Dak an extension. You could have cleared more cap space giving CeeDee Lamb an extension. You did not.
Honestly, I'm still a little excited about this team, though. Because I know I got a lot of complaints, but what I tell y'all, the reason I'm sending these warning shots out is not because I'm just that down on the team. I'm just worried about the playoffs when we playing the best teams. I don't want to just win and be successful in the regular season like we normally be. I just said we're going to win about 13, 14 games. Like, I really feel that way. But when the rubber meet the road, that's when all our chickens come home to roost. We sitting up here like, dang, we knew we needed a linebacker. We never got him. Now it burns us in a one and done situation. Now we knew we needed wide receiver help here, but dang, it got us in the one game that we couldn't afford it to get us in, right? Like, I don't want to go through that, bro. I'm preparing us for the big fight, the boss fights. So don't take my words wrong. Like, I'm very confident in this team. I'm just tired of losing when we can't lose, when we don't supposed to lose, when we can't afford to lose. I'm sick of that. That's what I want y'all to understand. So I know it might be a little confusing when you see me giving us a lot of wins, but at the same time, I've been crying all season. I'm preparing us for the boss fights. That's what my objective is.
Same here. Because I also believe we'll win a bunch of regular season games. But when you play the best of the best, you cannot have glaring deficiencies that's going to get you knocked off too quick. But shout out to B-Bird on your end with the 5-piece, man. He said, even the Lakers, family owned, gave Bus' son some time to turn it around. When he didn't, they kicked him out.
Facts.
As they should. I wish it was like that for the Cowboys. And they went on to win a championship.
It's so crazy, bro. Think about this. If you got a job to be done, I don't care who the hell doing it. If it ain't getting done, that's a problem. Right? Like, if you were running this, like they said, if you running this multi-billion-dollar corporation and you got your son doing something important and it ain't getting done, what you gonna do?
Shit, if I'm still alive,
you see what I'm saying? Hey, son, we gotta change some shit. Like, you gonna have to go. Like, if you can't get this job done, it's gonna be some deadline type talk after that. I gave you 3-4 seasons and ain't no improvement and you getting worse. Hey, this the last year, son. You better pick it up, because at the end of the day, I don't care what my relationship is with you. I have a job that needs to be done. That's business, not personal. So that's why this type of system can never withstand in a real environment. Like, just nepotism. No matter what he does, he's still the GM, or he's still the vice president of player personnel. Like, no matter what he do, that's crazy. How did they set this up like this, man? That's crazy, man. We gonna have to deal with it, though.
Shit.
The fans the one that take the L on that, no matter what he do.
DR Football said, can Dallas trade a safety to Washington for a defensive tackle? It wouldn't be a bad idea. They got one to spare because we know that Dan Quinn loves safeties. It just depends what they safety room looks like. Because it takes two to tango.
They did hint at some kind of move they'll make with Dan Quinn too. They hinted at that in one of their interviews. Real talk. I have to go pull up the footage, but they kind of hinted at like, yeah, I'm sure Dan got some assets over there that we might be interested in, and vice versa. They I think it was Stephen Jones. One of them had kind of hinted on something like that. So yeah, that's a good way to look at it, because we do have a surplus of safety still. Plus, when you look at Marquise Bell going to safety, and we already got all these other safeties, we know J-Run won't be there no more. But still, you still got Ranier, you still got Malik Hooker, you still got Dono. Who else? Now you add Marquise Bell, that's 4. You still got they moving Izzy to cornerback, right? Is it gonna be a cornerback or what?
I don't know what Izzy gonna play. I don't know. We'll figure out an option.
Yeah, so yeah, they said Steven said it. So yeah, that would work out. Like which one you willing to bargain with though? And neither one of the safeties that we willing to give up gonna warrant you a one of the defensive tackles that they got, unless you add some draft picks with it.
Well, listen, I'll give them. If my boy ain't gonna play, give him Marquise Bell and a compensatory pick.
That ain't gonna be enough to get somebody like I want. They defensive tackles, gangsters, bro. Them boy a real star, like Jonathan Allen or somebody.
But they got too many defensive tackles.
They don't mean they gotta give us, they don't mean they gotta do business with us. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get a better deal.
Doesn't mean they gotta. From who? If somebody is obviously on the roster bubble and they know they finna get cut, you know damn well folks ain't finna give up supreme capital for somebody.
True, but it just gotta be a better deal than us. We the ones that need it better more than anybody right now. So all they gotta do is shop for a deal that's better than ours. Ain't gotta be the best.
Offered you a damn 100 tackle player and a pick.
Man, he had 100 tackles in a position he ain't even finna play.
And Dan Quinn offense.
True. I give you that. You're right. I forget. I'm trying to wash away the Dan Quinn thought, because he ain't on our team no more. But then now when you're doing business with him, you got to remember that's how he like to operate. All the safeties and shit. So yeah, you're right.
Dan Quinn gonna turn that man up. It's probably
you're right.
Best for his career.
Not really. He'll be hurt, but he'll play good. He'll play good while he on the field.
You never know. He said we have four open roster spots, so we trying to sign at least 4 players. Shit, if they sign 1, I'll be happy at this point. They got me fucked up. They got to do something. 'Cause I'm hurt, bamboozled. My boy said trade Donald. They ain't finna trade that man. They just paid him. I don't think you can get out.
I know ain't really that expensive anyway though. No safety is.
Let's see. How much dead money does Donald have right now? Because he just signed.
Look at your pop still coming for me. See that? Still coming for me, boy.
He said the Stallions got
we just lost one game not too long ago. Like that was the first game we lost in a while though, I believe. But we gonna win the championship again, man. And then hold on, Pops. You said you didn't look. He said the UFL didn't matter, but you watching it though look like though. So hold on now. I
said the UFL don't matter.
Hold on now.
You gotta remember, that's Gary Senior. The junior.
You said it don't matter. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And remember, Jump Rope Championship, IKEA Furniture Building Championship, Double Dutch League.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. DP. The Browns do got a bunch of They do got a bunch of defensive tackles that's probably on the move over there too. Saki Ilka, you remember him out of Baylor?
We were just,
Yeah, I
we were
wouldn't
just
mind
talking
him
about not too long ago.
coming over. And then look, did you know Osa was hurt? I
Did he
don't
have
know if he
surgery?
had no surgery, but they were saying he got a hip injury. That was news to me. Yeah, it was just on the OTA report. They said he got a hip injury. I said, what? When that happened? They said it was off season though.
Well,
So that's 2 injured defensive tackles we got. Man.
he said the Cowboys need a defensive tackle from the UFL.
Yeah, we
That's a
do.
good one.
I might
We
need
done
to go
hit-
scouting.
We done hit on
You
the
might
kicker.
be right, Michelle.
We done hit on the kicker, and we done hit on a wide receiver. They said they can't hear.
They can't hear you.
What the hell? My volume done dropped back down for no reason. It dropped down to 11. I just turned it up to 29. That's some weird shit. He said, "Oh, they said it was a weightlifting injury."
Oh. That hip ain't no joke though, man. That hip can hurt you in a lot of ways trying to play football.
They said he had a minor procedure on this hip.
Everything minor till it ain't. We don't trust the Cowboys when they report stuff like that.
Man,
Them your folks, man. You closer to them than I am.
Shit, you was just in Dallas talking to Jerry Jones.
You was too. Yeah, that's where you got sick at. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. You were just in Dallas, see
I
that?
don't know what you talking about. He said, "LandLord of HTM, what's up from South Texas? Cheers, HTM. Can't hear
Still
you, go
can't hear?
Cowboys." Damn, my volume's.
I hear you
Let
perfectly
me see what's
fine.
wrong with my volume.
Give us a 1 if y'all can't hear
Volume
HTM.
tweak.
No, give me a 2 if y'all can't hear HTM. Give me a 1 if it sound fine.
Let me see some.
Because I can hear them. I don't know why y'all can't.
Yeah, my volume was up, and it's picking up pretty damn good from what my reader's saying. Oh no. He said he
Oh,
here.
they say you good now.
That's a 1.
So you
okay.
good now. Yeah.
I'm good. Okay, cool. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Listen, if the volume get out of whack, let us know. We try to put out good quality content, man. So let us know.
See that? Look at what DP said. I told that hip ain't nothing to play with. He said I hurt my hip flexor in high school and it still flares up. I'm in my 40s. Wow. Shit, gotta be treated correctly for him to be successful. Exactly. That's not an injury to play with.
Bet. Yeah, that's wild though, man. That is wild. So man, I'm hoping for the health of these players though, man. That's the one thing we cannot afford to start this season. Though you think about what Trayvon Diggs' injury did to our team eventually. It snowballed. Cause once he got hurt and DeRon Bland had to come back out to the outside and pair up with Stephon Gilmore. When Gilly got hurt at the end of the season, like him being hobbled completely took us out of our
Just
game.
imagine it. Nah, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. That's okay. I don't want to imagine. I don't want to imagine, man.
He said, that's weird. He said, as I said in LandLord stream earlier, during live stream, the volume is low. But for regular posts, the volume is fine.
I don't know. I don't think nobody was complaining about my volume, JV. It might be your device. I don't know.
You got any closing statements to make, though, Land?
They said they talking about trading Justin Jefferson to the Patriots. That's wild. Well, I'll just say this. I can't wait for minicamp to start so we can see a little closer into what's real. You know what I'm saying? And then you already know training camp is on down the line, but we need to get some answers in some of this stuff. I just want to see if Mike McCarthy gone, build on what he did with Turpin. He gave us a little doses. I want to see more. Especially if you're not getting what you get from what you want from your number 3 or number 2 receivers. You need to involve Turpin more. I feel like that'll be a great solution. And you might need to involve him more in the run game as well. If you ain't getting no juice out the run game, I put Turpin back there a lot of times. You been putting CD Lamb back there. You might as well put Turpin back there. Turpin even better runner. So, you know what I'm saying? I really just involve Turpin in a lot of this stuff. Anytime my offense need a spark, that's why I say he a spark plug. I put Turpin there. And I think he can just boost us up, take us over the hump, man. I really do. So, I just want to see Mike McCarthy build on his offense in this year 2 going forward. I think he will. I kind of trust Mike McCarthy to do better, man. He's a mature play caller. He's a mature OC. He know what he's doing. He been around the block. And our results from last year showed you that. In his first year, you got to remember, he had to install that offense. And that offense did what it did. You see what I'm saying? It took a little minute to get started. But once he got started, that offense went crazy. CD Lamb. Next thing you know, fast forward, CD Lamb is wide receiver 1A or 1B, however you want to look at it. Dak Prescott is an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? And that's in the first year, y'all. So it is some stuff to be optimistic about. I just want to see if we can start running the football, getting better on the O-line, and you incorporate that with what we seen last year and take it to another level. Listen, we can be a great team, man. So it's still a lot of stuff to be optimistic about.
Indeed, man. So, hey, my stuff is going to mirror yours a little bit, man. I do believe just because it's going to be year 2 of this offense, they're going to hit the ground running. I do believe that by the time the season is over, Dak Prescott will have close to 5,000 yards, and I think CeeDee Lamb will have a very similar season to what he had last year. Right? I think teams will do everything they power to try to slow him down, but I still think he gets to about 1,700 yards, bro. And just imagine, he got started slow last year and got to 1,700 yards. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be consistent the entire year, from opening kickoff to the final snap of the season. Also, I believe the Dallas Cowboys will be one of the better red zone offenses in the National Football League, because I think you will have plenty of opportunities. You have a Hall of Fame caliber play caller. You have an all-pro quarterback, an all-pro wide receiver, and an all-pro caliber tight end that will help you move the ball.
And you got a nose for the football back again. Oh, okay.
That's what I was just going to get to. Ezekiel Elliott is going to have plenty of opportunities to get into the end zone and the red zone when they get there. So when I say Zeke will have 12, 13, 14 rushing touchdowns, that might be on the low end. He's going to have about 20, 25 opportunities to get into the end zone. He said if CeeDee Lamb has 1,700 yards, it's going to be the same old results last year in those Super Bowl. They ain't got nothing to do with the playoffs. As long as you can run the ball and stop the run in the postseason.
I think Flip from Texas trying to equate that throwing the ball and wide receiver production equals L's. And I don't think that's true. I see where you're coming from, but like, think about it. You can have that and your defense just show up in the playoffs and you just run the ball more in the playoffs. You can do both. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be an either or, Flip. I don't think so. So I think you can do both. You can still have an explosive offense, just an explosive offense that can run when they want to or need to. You know what I'm saying? And your defense play ball when they need to. Because think about it. The playoffs going to be slower regardless. When you go to the playoffs, more than likely you might have some bad weather, some cold weather. So now you're going to have to incorporate the run more, which in turn will help your defense more. So you're going to need that type of style anyway in the playoffs. I just want us to be capable of it. I don't say we got to do it all the time because I just don't think that's the way of the world these days in the NFL. I just don't think people just running the ball all day like that. That's just not what's going on. So just let us be capable. That's what I want us to be able to do it if we want to. That's why I want us to be it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and make no mistake, we want us to be able to run the ball in the postseason. You know what I'm saying? That makes everybody's job easier. Dak Prescott's job is easier. Mike McCarthy's job as a play caller is easier, knowing he can get 4 to 5 yards just by handing the ball to the running back. Right? Makes the wide receiver's job easier because now everybody got to actually respect the play fake. so play action can come. You can slip out the backside. So we want to be able to run the football in the postseason. We just also believe in the regular season in a passing league where you're going to play some not so good passing defenses at different points of the year, not so great matchups for the opposing defensive backs against CeeDee Lamb. He's going to have opportunities to eat. You know what I'm saying? True. And what I'm also going to say is we've seen teams win Super Bowls like that. Like the Los Angeles Rams just rolled Cooper Kupp to a Super Bowl like 3 years ago. I know we don't think about it because of the run that the Kansas City Chiefs were just been on, but the Rams did win a Super Bowl very recently with an 1,800-yard receiver.
Yeah.
And he was also the MVP of the Super Bowl.
So it can happen, and it does happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, what do I prefer? I prefer being able to run the football. I sat here and watched us get ran off the field multiple times in the postseason. So y'all know I respect the run, right? I saw us give up almost 300 yards to the Rams on the ground when they had Jared Goff. I seen us get beat up beside the head against the 49ers when they dropped almost 170 yards rushing against us the first time we played them in the postseason. I've seen all those games. I've seen Aaron Jones run wild on us last year. I respect the run. I want to be able to do that to opposing teams my damn self. But I also know that your best offensive player is named CeeDee Lamb. His name is CeeDee Lamb. Your best weapon is CeeDee Lamb on that team. So you should utilize him when you have an opportunity to.
I agree.
But hey, it's been a fun show, man. We've been on here about an hour 16. I think we all got some good points, some good tidbits in, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat box for showing love. All 92 of you that's present right now. Salute to y'all. On the way out, make sure y'all hit that like button on each platform. Make sure y'all hit that share button on each platform. Make sure y'all slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan for your boy. Get that discount in the liquor store. And hey, hit that Cash App or that super chat for my brother LandLord, man. You know he out here trying to get to Oxnard this year, man. So make sure y'all support, help him get out there. Make sure y'all enter for the raffle to win a Dallas Cowboys jersey at $5 a pop on my end. And we appreciate y'all for everything in advance, man. But salute, God bless, and we gonna play the theme on the way out and ride this stuff out, man.
Yeah, it's Goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and LandLord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. They don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part. That's a large part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.